Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I am Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Washington. Yeah, this is a video for the hometown crowd. We are going to go back and we're going to take a look at just how effective all of our new gun laws have been. Why are we going to do that? Well, because as you know, here at Washington Gun Law, we don't try to tell you how to think, but we do want to give you all the stuff to think about. And sometimes you can take a look at the performance of laws by taking a look at how much have they changed our society and community around us. It's also very important that we take a look at these laws because let us not forget that we are in an election year, and many of the people who pushed vociferously for these laws, some of which were directly responsible for drafting them and getting them passed, all believe that they ought to be elected to a higher office this year. So today, let's just take a look at some objective numbers from a local news agency and determine, so Washington, how well are those gun laws working for you? Okay, this is what we are talking about today. We are talking about new data that was released by the FBI as to how many active shooter incidents took place in the year 2023 broken down by state. Okay, now the source of this information is an article from King 5 News, which we will link up down below. Haven't really watched King 5 since they let Tony Ventrola go. Now, here's the most important thing to pull from it. What state do you think had the highest number of active shooter situations in the year 2023? That was the state of California. That's right, they had 9. Now, we also know that California is the most populated state in the nation, and so sometimes that can skew the numbers. Now, they had 9. What was second on the list? Well, that's a tie. Okay, it's a tie with the state of Texas, also one of the most populated states in the United States, and also tied for second, the state of Washington. Wait, what? The state of Washington? No, that can't be. That can't be, can it? Because let's see, if we go back in our time machine and we just go back all the way to 2009 and we start working our way forward, we will see it started with Initiative 594. We were going to close the gun show loophole. Then it was Initiative 1639, which was narrowly passed, but now every time you read a piece of legislative finding, it's that the citizens of Washington State have overwhelmingly supported these types of gun control measures. Oh, then it was a magazine ban, then it was an assault weapon ban, then it was mandatory licensing, then it was mandatory training, then it was all these restrictions on the FFLs, that it was all these safe storage requirements. How have all of these laws worked? Well, shockingly, Washington State is tied for second in the nation in active shooter situations in the year 2023. That's right, tied with the state of Texas, trailing only the state of California. Now, third on the list, coming in at 3 active shooter situations, were the state of Pennsylvania and the state of Georgia. Now, if you really want to know just how bad everything is, let's go ahead and break it down this way. The state of California had 9 active shooter situations. They also have a population, according to the 2022 census, of 39.03 million. The state of Texas had 4 active shooting situations, and they, according to the 2022 census, have a population of 30.03 million. The state of Washington also came in tied for second with 4 active shooting situations, but has a state population of 7.78 million according to the 2022 census. Now, if you take a look at the 2 states directly behind Washington, this is what else you see. The next 2 states on the list are Georgia with 3 active shooter situations and a state population of 10.91 million, and Pennsylvania with 3 active shooter situations and a population of 12.97 million. Now, if you couple those statistics with these statistics right here that show the exponential increase in homicides across the state of Washington and how it has increased year after year after year, all of which was during time where the Liz Berrys and the Bob Fergusons and the Monka Dingras and the Patty Curterers and all of them were disarming you, the lawful and responsible Washington resident. And while we all may rejoice in the fact that we now have empirical data to show that these gun laws don't work, don't kid yourself. They will go back to Olympia and say, but we need to do more because we still have the same problem. We still have the same problem because they haven't passed a law yet to solve the problem. And they will use this ad nauseum to continue to strip you of your inalienable rights. So Washington, when you're in the voters' booth this November, just ask yourself this question. Do you really feel safer today than you did 4, 8, or 12 years ago? And do you really think that any of these laws that were shoved down our throats are really making our community safer? And then most importantly, who are the individuals responsible for this atrocious legislation? Listen, we're going to go ahead and link up the story from King 5 down below so that you can geek out on it for yourself. The FBI statistics are linked up in the story. Maybe you got ideas for videos we should be doing around here at Washington Gun Law. If you do, go ahead and click on that link right there. Some of the best ideas we ever had, candidly, weren't our ideas to begin with. Maybe you got questions about this or something else related to what's left of our Second Amendment rights. If you guys do, you should know how to get a hold of Washington Gun Law by now. But if you don't, that's okay. That information's down there in the description box. And then finally, and most importantly, let's everyone remember that part of being the lawful and responsible gun owner, like we talk about all the time here, is to know what the law is in every situation, how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. Until next time, thanks for watching and stay safe.